I think I said it last week, but you don't have to spell this out to your players. Top 2 on the line,
Yep.
Champions League spot on the line. How exciting an opportunity.
Yeah, we have to embrace the opportunity and the moment. So we just had a chat this morning. You know, we've been so consistent this year. Everything that we have done this year has been consistent from the very first day of pre-season. The way we train, the things we're doing in training. So we put ourselves in this position because of that consistency. So, you know, if there's football gods there, everything should pan out for us.
I know you'd much rather have the top 2 wrapped up or maybe an easy beat per se in the last round. But in terms of looking forward to finals, playing Sydney FC, a team whose season is on the line, is there much better preparation?
Yeah, I think the last weeks have been like that, to be honest, Anna, because, you know, we had Sydney 4 or 5 weeks ago, West Sydney, Adelaide. So all games that have been very, very difficult and finals-like games. So, you know, we're in pretty good shape, to be honest. We know Sydney are going to be desperate because they need another point to qualify also for finals. So a lot on the line, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, you might be able to do your old friends in Adelaide a little favour as well.
Yeah.
Fitness-wise, Matt Leckie, is he right to come back even off the bench?
Yeah, Matt finished off last week and also this week with the group. So, we'll have him in the squad. So that's a positive for us. Steve is probably, I reckon he probably fell 3 or 4 days short. He's really recovered very, very well. So I'd imagine that joining the group next week will give him the best chance to be available for whatever happens next week or the week after. Sammy's progressed. It's been a real strange one with Sammy because after the first week he still felt pain in it. I think I mentioned it last week. He still had a fair bit of fluid for some reason in his calf, and that has now all disappeared. So I'd imagine that he'll start running tomorrow, early next week again. And then again, it'll just depend on the timing thing. But I'd expect, I'm not a physio or expert in that area, but I'd expect if that's all good, he can probably accelerate his training a little bit more next week.
I had a chat to Patrick Beach this week, obviously a young kid who you guys backed in, even when he had a couple of mistakes early, and then he's probably, I think as Iz was saying, he's dug you out a few times late in the season. Just his growth, and I imagine there's a fair bit of indication for everyone that he's really progressed the way he has.
Yeah, he has. He's, you know, we always said that he's a very talented young goalkeeper. You know, his first year really as a senior. Well, he was here last year, obviously, but playing for his first senior career this season, he's done a remarkable job for us. Yeah, he's had some moments, but that's absolutely expected from a young goalkeeper. They mature a lot later. He's made some errors, but he's also, as I said, he's saved us on a number of occasions with some, you know, top class saves, and that's what he can do. And in saying that, all the younger players that have played a massive role for us at times throughout the year. And I think that's put us in a really good position. So there's always expectations and high expectations of everyone who puts on the City shirt, but that's how it should be. And most of, I wouldn't say most, I said all of them have always contributed to us throughout the course of the year, and we just expect the same throughout the course of the final series as well.
And just at the other end, time to get your shooting boots back on after last week. Obviously, have controlled so much possession and had some really good chances. I know their goalkeeper was good, but against a team like Sydney who can get you on the counter, I imagine extra important to put them away. Yeah,
we obviously know that's been a bit of our Achilles heel this season. 39 goals, probably not enough. And we know we should have scored definitely another 5 or 6 extra goals. But we face sometimes teams that come here and goalkeeper's been man of the match, and I think that's happened at least 3 or 4 times this year. But that's all part of it. We need to be better at finishing our chances because we do create. I said it before, and if we weren't creating the chances, I'd be worried. But we are creating the chances. We're getting ourselves in the good positions, and now we really got to make sure that we finish off for the quality opportunities that we have.
Perfect. And just a line on Sydney, obviously we know they've got guys like Costa, Segicic, and a lot of very experienced heads in and around there too.
Yeah, no, they're a very good team. Sure, they've had a tough campaign because of ACL too, and they went to the semi-final, so a lot of travel. It's never easy, and they still got quality guys. Klamala coming back more than likely this week. Segicic, who's got a great shot, can score. Lolly, Costa, you can go on and on. Even their defenders are very aggressive going forward. So they're a good team. They're well coached, and it's going to be a tough game. We know that they are all tough. It doesn't matter who you play. I said right from the beginning of the season, after a couple of games, you can see that anyone can beat anyone on any given day. It didn't matter where you were placed on the ladder. Top could get beaten by the bottom, and I think the way the league has finished, a number of teams, 4 or 5 teams playing still for second position. That's exciting. So that absolutely tells you how the league has been this year.